Children, welcome to part 4 of chapter whole number. In this part, we will discuss properties of multiplication. Before that, let us recall what we discussed in previous part. For any whole numbers a, b and c, first properties of addition. First property in that, closure property. A plus b is also a whole number. Commutative property a plus b is equals to b plus a, means grouping or order doesn't matter. Associative property a plus b plus c equals to a plus b plus c. Here also grouping doesn't matter. Next property, additive identity. A plus 0 equals to A, where 0 is called additive identity. These are properties of addition. Now let us see properties of subtraction. Closure property, where A minus B is not whole number for subtraction. Commutative property, A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Associative property A minus B minus C is not equals to A minus B minus C. Means from this we can say whole numbers are not applicable for subtraction. Now we have discussed what we have discussed, properties of whole numbers on addition, not subtraction. Now we'll check it for multiplication, whether it is applicable in multiplication or not. So first property is again closure property. What closure property says? For any two whole numbers, again the whole number, but it is for multiplication. So for any two whole numbers a and b, their product a multiplied by b is always a whole number. See, 7 multiplied by 8, which is equals to 56. Here 7 and 8 and 56 all are whole numbers. Means when we multiply a whole number with again a whole number, then we get again answer as a whole number. So we can say whole numbers closed under multiplication. Now we'll see next property, whether it is applicable for that or not. Commutative property means, commutative property means what? For any two, if we change the order of it, still it is same. Check it now. For any two whole number a and b, their product, as there is a multiplication, so we will see product. Product a multiplied by b is equals to b multiplied by a. Order of multiplication is not important. Let's see. 4 multiplied by 7, 28. 7 multiplied by 4, 28. Means if you will do 4 multiplied by 7 or 7 multiplied by 4, in both the cases answer is same. So we can say that whole numbers are commutative. Okay, a multiplication. Clear? Now next third property is associative property. Now I told you in associative property is applicable for three whole numbers. Whenever there are three whole numbers, in that case we will see the associative property. Now a multiplied by b multiplied by c, or a multiplied by b multiplied by c. This means the product is regardless of how grouping is done. Means if you can do 8 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, 5, or 8 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 5. 8 is as it is. As we know, first we will solve the bracket. 4 5s are 20. Here 8 4s are 32 multiplied by 5. Now here is left 32 multiplied by 5, which is 160. Here 8 multiplied by 20, which is also 160. Means in both the cases answer is same. So we can say in multiplication, whole numbers are associated. Means associative property is applicable for multiplication of whole numbers. Now, next property, multiplicative identity. I told you whenever we have discussed additive identity, in that case what we have done? What we have done? In that case, we add 0 in that. Because as we are adding 0 in that, then the answer is also same. Again the same. Now, the identity of that will not change. See here. Now, in the case of multiplication, for any two whole numbers or for any whole number, a multiplied by 1 is equals to a. Means if you multiply any whole number with 1, then again you will get the answer as a whole number. Since any number multiplied by 1 doesn't change its identity. That's why this is called as the multiplicative identity for whole number. Now, which number is there? Because of that, when we multiply that number, the answer is identical. The number is 1. That's why 1 is called multiplicative identity for whole number. Understand, children? Now, let's see next property, multiplication by 0. Now you tell me, if you multiply any number by 0, what we will get? You will get the answer as 0 only. Okay, means for any whole number a multiplied by 0 is equals to 0. This property is called as multiplication by 0. Children, let's see distributive property of multiplication over addition. This property is used when we have to multiply a number by sum. For any three whole numbers a, b and c, if we have to multiply this a by b plus c with this b plus c, then first we will multiply this a with this b and then we will multiply this a with the c. Means a multiplied by b plus a multiplied by c. This property is called distributive property of multiplication over addition. Let's take one example. 7 multiplied by 8 plus 3 equals to, how we can solve it? First step is, first we will solve the bracket. As we will solve the bracket, 8 plus 3 equals to 11 and 7 multiplied by 11 equals to 77. Now let's take another method to solve it. 7 multiplied by 8 plus 3. In this case, we are not going to add this bracket. What we will do here, we'll spread this 7 or we'll expand this 7. First it's going to multiply with this 8 and then again this 7 is going to multiply with this 3. In 7 8s are 56, 7 3s are 21 equals to 77. When we look here, if we can see, then we can say that this is the easiest method. But whenever there is a big number, in that case, this method, this distributive property is important to solve the problems or it makes the question easy. So let's take one example. 728 multiplied by 101. So 728 multiplied by 101, it looks like this. Okay, so it's a long process to solve this. For that, we'll use here distributive property. For that, 728 multiplied by, we'll expand this 101 into the form 100 plus 1. Then, first we are going to multiply this 728 by 100 and then with 1. Clear, children? Now, after multiplying this, we'll get this and plus 728 multiplied by 1 equals to 728. After adding this, we'll get the answer. Clear? Now depend on this distributive property. I given you some example 1, 2 and 3. Try to solve it. Mark whether true or false. First, 8 in bracket 7 plus 3 equals to 8 multiplied by 7 plus 8 multiplied by 3. If this statement is true or false, write it and write the name of property here. Which property we used here? Which property? Distributive property. Okay, so like that you have to write. Rest here also. See in D question 9, 8 minus 3. Here at the place of addition, here is the subtraction. So this is also distributive property of subtraction. Okay, fill in the blanks. Check it which number we can put here. Then 18 is common in both the terms. 18 here, 18 here. So we can take common 18 and here 6 is left. Okay, and here plus 7 is left. Just like that you have to solve rest questions. Try to solve it. Fill in the blanks. Depend upon properties. 6 multiplied by which number we can multiply to this 6, then we get again 6. Means the identity of 6 does not change. Here order doesn't matter. Here which property we can use, depend on that, write and try to solve this question. Good day children.